today we are going to go over the Canine Companion Station here at Escondido campus. So if you ever step up from the foundation level of our companion animal track into the Canine Companion role at the core level, you'll receive additional training, and some of that is on the supplies and communication tools that we have available for our volunteers who walk the dogs. So a couple of things to note when you first start at the Canine Companion Station are the communication tools. There's three main types of communication tools. The first one is the roster. And the roster is a way that we can track what dogs have gone out, how many times, at what time of the day, whether it was volunteers who took them out or staff who took them out. We can include additional information such as if they're potty trained or the size of the dog, because there are certain canine companions who prefer to work with maybe the small dogs or prefer to prioritize the larger dogs. And then there's just a small little section to the right here where we can put the most important notes or restrictions. So if they're staff only or staff to leash, if they are required to use a certain type of walking equipment, things that are the most important are just going to be jotted to the side here. There's multiple pages for the multiple rooms that we have dogs in, and we tend to use wet erase markers on the roster. The second major communication tool is the Canine Companion Board or the Dog Info Board, and this is a tool that gets updated constantly, just like the roster. So as new dogs become available to be walked and new information is learned about the dogs, both of these tools will get updated. The reason we have the board in addition to the roster is because even though there's a small line for the most important notes on the roster, some of the dogs have additional instructions that are going to take up a little bit more space. So you always want to look at the roster and the board before you start taking out any of the dogs. So just as an example, a dog might have instructions like how to best interact with them if they have a behavior challenge or any medical restrictions, special diet information. It covers a wide variety of topics. And then the third communication tool is the Dog Info Binder. And if you're the first canine companion to arrive in the morning, you will likely be the one to remove it from its overnight storage area. And the purpose of the binder is so that canine companions can write notes about the dog, so they can share their experiences when they're taking the dog to the yards or out on walks, so that other volunteers can read those notes and say, oh, okay, this dog prefers this type of treat, or is motivated with this type of toy, or prefers long walks, or prefers the play yard, or just any observations that you think other volunteers, staff, or potential adopters would find beneficial. That's great information to jot down behind the dog's kennel card in the binder. And then we do have volunteers who help us summarize these notes and enter them into our database so that staff can share that information with potential adopters as well. Now, in addition to communication tools, the Canine Companion Station also has a lot of supplies to make it easier for you to work with the dogs on your shift. So we have high value treats inside the refrigerator indoors, but we also have some of the more basic biscuit type treats available here. Paper towels for cleanup, hand sanitizer. This top drawer is where we typically have additional wet erase markers, dry erase markers, pens for writing down notes in the binder, cleaning tools for the roster and the dog info board. The second drawer is where we have hand wipes and additional hand sanitizer, so just keep everything as clean and tidy as possible. And then the third drawer is where we keep all of the doggy waste bag rolls. In addition to the poop bag rolls, sometimes we'll get regular kind of grocery store plastic bags donated, so we have some extras of those in a couple of places. And then we have some extra toys. There should be toys stocked in every play yard as well, but some extras in here. And then this set of shelving underneath is for less frequently used items. So there's some brushes and waterless shampoo. There's a lint roller, some plastic bags for treats, additional flashlights. We have more inside as well. And then some more long-lasting chewy type toys that you would only give to a dog when you have time to be with them and supervise them as they chew on them or interact with them. So that's the basics for what we have available at the Canine Companion Station. We have a lot of other supplies available in other areas of the shelter as well, so if you ever find yourself in need of something that you can't locate, please don't hesitate to radio staff, and we'd be happy to get that for you. Thank you so much for coming in to walk our dogs, and we'll see you soon.